My favorite chapter, or I should say one of my favorite chapters in A Course in Miracles, is chapter 27, specifically section 8, paragraph 6. It is where the tiny mad idea is really discussed. So I would like for you to hear what paragraph 6 really says about the tiny matter. Into eternity, where all is one, there crept a tiny mad idea, at which the Son of God remembered not to laugh. In his forgetting, did the thought become a serious idea and possible of both accomplishment and real effects. Together, we can laugh them both away and understand that time cannot intrude upon eternity. It is a joke to think that time can come to circumvent eternity, which means there is no time. Again, most people think that the tiny mad idea is separation. But recognize that paragraph clearly tells us the tiny mad idea is time. It isn't separation per se, it's time. Because you cannot have separation without time and space, or space-time. Time is the tiny mad idea. And most people think that mad means the tiny, insane idea. And that, in itself, is true. But recognize the word mad has two meanings. Not only does it mean insane, but it also means angry. So the idea of time was both one that is insane and one that came from anger. However, time is the mad idea. Time had to come before the separation. For without time, again, there could be no separation. The separation could not have occurred without space-time. And the tiny mad idea, as that paragraph suggests, is that we believe that time can circumvent eternity. But the very last sentence tells us that time is not real. And that has a very profound meaning in itself. For time and space had to come before the separation. But if time is not real, therefore space itself cannot be real. Ultimately, then, the effect of space-time, which is separation, cannot be real. Therefore, none of it is real. Only eternity is real. And that takes us even deeper. Recognize that time-space is the cause and separation is its effect. One more time. Time and space are the cause. Separation is the effect. We tend to look at the effect in A Course in Miracles, the effect being separation, as that is what needs to be healed. But you cannot separate cause from effect. So in order to heal the separation, we must heal its cause, which is time-space. In essence, we must come to understand, just as that last sentence in the paragraph said. Time is not real. Time is not real. And that is the hardest thing for most of us to overcome, because time seems to control so much of our life. Think about the number of sayings that we have just for time. For instance, time heals all wounds. Time is money. There's dozens that you can think of. Those were just two. We're always looking at our watches or our cell phones to see what time it is. Time is what we must overcome. We cannot overcome the separation if we don't acknowledge the cause of separation, which is time. Time is the father of the illusion. Now I'm going to give you something to think about. We call time Father Time. You can even Google a picture of Father Time. Also Google a picture of death. And you'll find out that time and death have the same picture. It's a skeleton in a black cloak with an hourglass in one hand and a scythe in the other. It's the same picture. Time is death. And separation is death from that which is eternal, or from life eternal. So separation is death because it is being apart from life eternal, which is pictured by the cause of time, which is Father Time. Father Time, in essence, is the God of the illusory universe. It seems to control everything. It seems to be all-powerful. We cannot seem to break free of time. But recognize, Father Time and Father God. One is over eternity, the other over time-space. We think that they each have the same power. Yet time does not exist. Therefore, Father Time does not exist. Yet, how many of us bow and worship time every day? Time is the tiny, mad idea that we must let go of. In A Course in Miracles, we're also told, just like it states in the Bible, and the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. Well, time is the cause that creates the separation. But recognize, time and death are the same thing. They are identical. They are synonymous. And Jesus says in A Course in Miracles, the last to be overcome is death. But you can also say the last to be overcome is time. our belief in time. Time and death are the same thing, for you cannot have death unless there is time. So recognize just how important it is to understand that time is the foundation for the illusory world, the illusory universe. Yes, when we look out at it, we see separation. We don't see time. Time is the foundation which gives rise to separation. But in order to heal the separation, we must heal the cause, which is our belief in time itself. I hope that you will join me for the next video, What is Time? Because once you understand what time is, then you can recognize what separation is. Thank you for joining me, and always remember, you are loved, you are lovable, you are the perfect, holy extension of love itself, and you are